U.S. President Joe Biden and House Speaker Kevin McCarthy have been unable to reach an agreement on raising the U.S. government's debt ceiling, with just 10 days before a possible default that could sink the U.S. economy. Biden said their talks were productive, while McCarthy told reporters that negotiators are trying to find common ground. The White House meeting came after Biden returned from a trip to Asia early to hammer out an agreement ahead of the U.S. Treasury's June 1st cutoff date for Congress to authorize more borrowing. McCarthy said that a deal must be reached this week for it to pass Congress and be signed into law by Biden in time to avoid a default. Economists warn that a possible debt default could bring on a recession and that America's economy would hardly sink alone. According to ABC News, chief economist Mark Zandi at Moody's have concluded that even if the debt limit were breached for no more than a week, the U.S. economy would weaken so much, so fast as to wipe out roughly 1.5 million jobs. And if a government default were to last much longer, well into the summer, the consequences would be far more dire. Zandi and his colleagues found in their analysis, U.S. economic growth would sink. 7.8 million American jobs would vanish. Borrowing rates would jump. The unemployment rate would soar from the current 3.4% to 8%. And the stock market plunge would erase $10 trillion in household wealth. Zandi also noted, and I quote, "No corner of the global economy will be spared. The repercussions of a first-ever default on the U.S. debt would quickly spread around the world. So much financial activity depends on confidence that America will always pay its financial obligations. U.S. debt has long been viewed as a safe haven asset and a foundation of global business and finance. A default could shatter the $24 trillion market for Treasury debt, cause financial markets to freeze up, and lead to an international crisis. And this threat is emerging as the world's economy is suffering from many uncertainties and other threats such as surging inflation and geopolitical tensions. On top of that, many countries have already become skeptical of America's outsized role in global finance.